Hey guys, Thunderstud here, and today we're checking out a new card we got from Duelist Kingdom, that's Saambell the Summoner. So it's just a level 2 monster, level 2 spellcaster. During your main phase, you can special summon one monster from your hand with the same level as this card. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. Imagine how amazing this card would have been if we had good level dupe. Oh my goodness, just regular level dupe you could use out. It'd be amazing. You could summon any monster. But we don't have that. We live in a world where level dupe is hard to use and not consistent enough to build a deck around. So she's level 2, we have to stick with level 2 monsters, but we're using some pretty interesting level 2 monsters. You've probably seen Plague Spreader Zombie before. I use them pretty often, weirdly enough. He's a good tuner. He's a 2 and a tuner, so that opens up 4 Synchros and 2 Xyzs. Super disappointed in the Xyzs pool for level 2s. There's really virtually nothing. This deck can get 3 level 2s out very easily with Plague Spreader and things like Hero Kid, but there's nothing to really do with 3 level 2s. You can put 3 monsters onto this boy, and he's probably your best level 2 monster. Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition. Once returned, detach 1, target one other face-up monster on the field, or face-up card. While this face-up monster is on the field, that target has its effects negated while this card is on the field. Cards with the same name as that target cannot activate their effects, so that's low-key a pretty good effect. It'd only be better if it was a quick effect, but I don't think it is. So he's mad decent. This boy, he can avoid destruction and up your other boys a little bit of damage, but not too worth it. Shiny Elf is decent too. When your opponent normal summons or special summons a monster, they lose 500 attack. Not the best pool, but the level 4 Synchros are better. We have Haster, where if he's destroyed, you get to hop on your enemy like an equip. Once he's removed from the field, you get that monster. You'll see that in the replays. You'll see Armory Arm in the replays as well. We'll go over those later. Another level 2 is Aperia. When he's summoned in any way, you get to draw a card. We have Knight and Sorcerer. You've probably seen in Dark Magician's decks. When it's special summon, you can target 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard, banish them, and he's also a tuner, so that opens up to our Synchros. And then last but not least, we have Hero Kid. When this card is special summon, you can special summon any number of Hero Kids from your deck. So we're able to bring out 2 Hero Kids when he's summoned there, and that's perfect for things like enemy controller. So Haster and enemy controller, we're really taking our opponent's monsters a whole bunch and just making a little easy Xyzs and Synchro pool. Now, thanks to Plague Spreader Zombie being able to special summon on from the graveyard, we do have room for level 6 Synchros. Usually you don't have the resources in your hand to pull out a Bryonic once you've used both Saambell and Plague Spreader from the graveyard. You usually don't have that to bring him out. So then you just bring out a 2500 untargetable, and that's about the strongest monster you can get. Of course, you make all monsters stronger with Armory Arms. So obviously not a good deck. The key is getting to Saambell. She's a wind, so we have Draw Sense Wind to do it. Still not as consistent. I like Mirror Wall to get there. Cosmic Cyclone helps get there, and Cosmic Cyclones, I feel, is having a little comeback in this meta. But yeah, the deck was fun. Not too strong, not too consistent though, so don't go crazy over it. But it's still pretty interesting and fun. I did like this card. If only we had old level dupe. Oh my goodness. But hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. We're going first. Generally, this deck does not want to go first, but we make it work. He's showing us Ultimate Dragons. We have a Cosmic Cyclone. We have a Saambell the Summoner. When I have this combo, I generally, especially when I have a tuner, it's got to be Haster. So there's a few monsters we can make, but when you have the Cosmic Cyclone, I like Haster because of Haster's effect. When Haster's destroyed, you get to equip him to your opponent's monster, and they can't attack or really do anything. He's sitting in your spell zone. But if you remove him from your spell zone, you get to keep your opponent's monster permanently. Now he swings right in the Haster. This guy doesn't care. He's got Ancient Rules Blue Eyes. Swing of that Haster makes my job easier. Haster's on him. Now Haster's off him. That means Haster takes him. So now that's our Blue Eyes White Dragon. We get a Draw Sense win. Look at that. We got hit and we Cosmic Cyclone. Draw Sense win. The Saambell, we need her for the combos. There she goes. Here comes the Plague Spreader. What are we gonna make? We're gonna make Armory Arm, guys. Armory Arm. Now we have lethal just swinging, of course, but what does Armory Arm do? Once per turn, target one other monster. When it's equipped, it gains 1000 attack. If it's destroyed, they take attack equal to half of the, or they take damage equal to half of the attack of the equipped monster. So we're gonna equip it to this Blue Eyes, straight up 4K, and we finish him off with one mighty swing. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Supreme King Jaden on a win streak. This deck crushed a lot of win streaks, didn't even realize. He was on a 4 win streak. So we have 2 Cosmic Cyclones. We have our Saambell with good old Plague Spreader. So when I have Cosmic Cyclone, and obviously the Saambell plays, I like to go with the Haster. Because Cosmic Cyclone can remove our Haster from an opponent's monster, and then we steal that monster. So here our boys triple Ds, so we're gonna hit triple Ds with the Cosmic Cyclone. So the gate is gone, but he's got a Swirl Slime anyway, makes it dark anyway. So like I said with Haster, once he's destroyed, you get to target your opponent's monster and equip to them, but you're in your own field spell. And they can't attack when they're equipped with Haster, but if Haster is removed, you can steal their monster permanently. So here this boy's trying to use Breakthrough Skill. Assuming it'll stop my Haster, it will not stop my Haster because it's from the graveyard, so he destroys himself. Now we're equipped to Dark. Now we Cosmic Cyclone our own Haster. I mean, the Dark is ours for good. It's not just for this turn, it's permanently. So he blows his Book of Moon, he's in pure top deck mode. Now we flip up our Dark, normal summon our Knights and Sorcerer. I could have normal summoned Knights and Sorcerer the turn before to threaten lethal, but I was keeping him in my hand for our Plague Spreader to make a play next turn. But now we're hitting for lethal. We hit him for 2800 and 1300 over his one top deck back row. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Antinomy. We're going second. See what our boys got for us. We have an Econ. We have a Hero Kid. That means we have a free monster if our opponent uses a monster. He's got Royal Mages. We don't really want that monster. We top deck a Cosmic Cyclone. We get to throw out a Blessed Winds. He gets rid of his own Bergamot. Very bold of him, I guess you would say. We have Saambell. We have Hero Kid. We're going to bring them all out. We're going to use these Hero Kids to make our Logos. Now we set an enemy controller. We set a Mirror Wall. We destroy that poor little Jasmine. That brings out a Majorum. She's no match for our 2200 Logos, and we do have our Mirror Wall. Now, we're going to use Mirror Wall. We're still going to get destroyed. We take 400. But now, look at this card. Aroma Gardening. Very annoying card. You have to have lower life points than your opponent to actually finish off your opponent. So, pretty hard to do, but we're going to do that with Mirror Wall. Now we have 600 life points. He's never going to get lower than us. We have Dried Winds. Dried Winds are literally going to do nothing. We use our Iperia, draw a card, drew an Econ. We already had an Econ, so we were going to make this play regardless, but now we top decked an Econ, a Poly Econ, so now we get to swing. Nothing he can do. Our life points are much lower than his, so he can't use Aroma Gardening, and he is hit for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Bones. We're going second. He's on a win streak too. Using that good old Millennium Ring Wombo combo. We have 2 Mirror Walls. Saambell, Cosmic Cyclone. All we need is a monster. We get a monster. Our opponent set 1. It was a Floodgate. Cosmic it. We bring out the Summoner. We bring out Knights and Sorcerer. That's our Armory Arm. Now, Armory Arm is a pretty good little monster. Once per turn, you can either target one monster on the field, equip this card, or unequip it. When equipped, the monster gains 1000 attack. If that target is destroyed by a monster in battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the attack of the destroyed monster. So in case you missed what our boy did, he brought out a Goblinberg, brought out a Dark Sealed Hex Fusion, brings out a Dark Cavalry. He's gonna swing right into my arm, but we have Mirror Wall. Dark Cavalry cannot stop Mirror Wall. He's done for it. We're gonna use Mirror Wall's effect. Now we could draw Sense Wind next turn, but we already have Saambell, and that's more than enough for lethal to hit our boy after he's used that Dark Cavalry. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Ubel on a win streak. going second. She's on a 3-win streak. I do believe it is Thunder Dragons. Excuse me, gonna leave us the perfect field to use our Hero Kid and our enemy controller. So what does Hero Kid do when you special summon? You just get a special summon. Another Hero Kid. We'll have 3 level 2s on there. Our boy's gonna leave us with just a field of an attack position Thunder Dragon Roar. We're gonna take that monster because we have Saambell. She can bring out Hero Kid. Hero Kid can bring out another Hero Kid. Then we can Xyzs. We bring out our strong boy, Logos. Then we're looking for Sphere Boy. No Sphere Boy, and that means we use the Econ. We hit him for 2200. We hit him for 2400. And it's literally that easy when you take your opponent's monsters, guys. So, like I said, this deck isn't that consistent. Having to get to Draw Sense Wind is not consistent or easy or any of that. So, you know, this deck isn't going to be crushing people. But it's super unique pool in level 2s. Just wish we had old level Duke. This card would have been a monster. It would have been released limited, but still a little fun now. Just a meme now. Would have been a nightmare with level Duke. But I hope you guys still enjoy it, and thanks for watching.